Okay, this video is from my friend Kim, who was asking about my tanks and my rig. So I'm just going to make a quick little video here. Give you the rundown. We'll start with the 1-inch PVC siphon. Water overflows into that and comes around this little, goes down and up. Over here, airline tubing to attach to an aqua lifter pump if I want to keep air out of the siphon, but I really don't need it. It's my standpipe. Anyway, the water crashes down, comes through this vacuum tube, this guy here, over to, move this chair. This is my sump. So the water comes from the siphon, gets this tee, which I teed off just to utilize the filter floss better, into these two these hefty containers that fit my tank perfectly. So they're awesome. I just got really lucky and they're perfect. I'm going to get a third one actually. So it goes into this container, which is just full of polyfill. This is actually stuff I use right here. Polyfill, just like for pillows, 100% polyester, and very cheap. So then the water comes into the sump. It's a 40-gallon sump. Lobster's hanging out. There he is right there. And he's got a little capsule hiding some rocks and gravel. This used to be a refugium, but I had to take the plants out for fish fry, which I'll show you in a little bit. So what do I have running on the sump? I have this marine line canister, which basically I'm just using it as a pump, because it's pumping water up into the second box, which is pretty much half full of biofilter rings, and there's some fluval stuff in there. It's all just basically ceramic rings and stuff. So there's a ton in there. That's doing a lot of filtration right there, and this canister does like 300 gallons an hour or something. So that's good. I had this other aqua cleaner laying around, so I just threw it on there for the heck of it, and that's running in here also. And this is my return pump, which has a Venturi output, like a little dosing output, which I ran into this aqua clear canister I had laying around. As you can see, it's not plugged in or anything. The Venturi just goes into here, it overflows and goes through all this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a bunch of pot scrubbers. So then hits the return pump. This is a Rio 1700 pump. At the height I'm going up, it's probably doing 400 gallons an hour, something like that. So that comes up into this PVC return I made, which goes behind the whole tank. Hits over here. This tape is actually serving no purpose right now. Pumps up into the spray bar I built. It's just leftover PVC I had, and if I didn't have the spray bar, the flow coming into the tank is just ridiculous. So this gives me good surface agitation and everything I need. And that's the system. Got 5 fancies in here. The only female is that gold one. She's been breeding again. As you can see, they are always hungry. Tons of plants in here. I can't remember all the names, but this stuff back here does really good. We got some swords, some grasses, some bamboo, some jungle val, some grows top, and it's a feeding ring. I also have a big ass UV sterilizer here, but I don't have the motor for it and the power source, so I got to get that, and then I'll probably drop that in the sump. And then quickly down here, my fish bred, so they had babies, so I set up all these plants used to be in the refugium, but I don't know if you can see them. They're all eaten right now, actually. They're hard to see, but they're doing really good. There's about 30 or 40 in there, swimming around. For this, they're not big enough for a power filter yet, so I just took this Tom's aqua lifter pump, just sucking water out of that back right corner there. see it. Got a sponge around it so the fry don't get sucked up. And then that sends it over to this Gatorade bottle that I turned into a filter, and it's got some polyfill in it, some gravel for my aquarium, and a couple pot scrubbers. Heater. This all works good. These fish are doing really well. They're now almost able to go to flakes pretty soon. Anyway, that is the updated rig of my 55-gallon freshwater fancy tank and my 40-gallon sump. Look at these guys. And all these guys are, except for the Aranda, are all the same family. The two little ones are spawns of these two bigger ones last year. This little guy's a runt. He will not grow. He's been that size for 6 months. It's weird. Anyway, they're all doing really good in this tank. Really happy.